So this week, DriveShop dropped off a really sporty and cool looking SUV. So I got in, mashed the throttle, and nothing really happened. Thank you for watching Downshift, where we do car reviews, comparisons, lists, and a whole bunch of nonsense. Make sure you watch the videos all the way through and subscribe, because every year 10% of YouTube revenue goes to the Ocean Conservancy. Let's save those turtles. Now the thing that we have to start with is the name, and the only issue is it's got the word F sport involved in it. And now there are several letters in the English language that signify sport, or performance, or dynamicism. R, S, M, and F. And so the fact that there's an F on here suggests that this car is going to be sporty and fun and dynamic. And when you get in, you turn the car on, and the 3.5 liter V6 springs into action until you realize that it's packing under 300 horsepower and under 270 pound-feet of torque, so it's not like it's quick. Now the second thing I want to talk to you guys about is towing. So we're here in the back, and you'll notice that there's no tow hitch here. This isn't. It has a kick to open tailgate though, but what I'm saying here is that it doesn't have a tow hitch. There we go. Can't gesture near the tailgate, or I'll trigger the open mechanism. Anyway, like I was saying, there's no tow hitch here. There's a cool rear diffuser because this is a sports car, and it tows like a sports car. No, not really. It tows about 3,500 pounds, which is pretty okay, but my parents' van tows that. And this is an SUV. This is, one of their larger SUVs. However, it's a normal car chassis underneath. If you want a body-on-frame truck, rugged, built to tow thing, you're gonna wanna go up to the GX. Plus, there's under 270 pound-feet of torque in this thing. It's not towing anything that heavy anyway. Now third, we gotta talk infotainment. And yes, you knew this was coming, but just relax, okay? It is better than the old joystick, remote control, mouse thing that they had before, but I mean, come on, Lexus. Like, you have decent graphics, and your backup camera is better. Your 360 camera is actually really good. So why can't we just build an intuitive infotainment system, at least the command system or the control wheel? The Germans have done it right. It's easy. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Acura does a similar sort of, trackpad style controller, and it's unnecessary. I so badly want to consider a Lexus because they are so reliable, and some of them can be some fun, but this sort of thing kills that. Let's make a pact right now. Next gen, we're going to get it right. Let's do it, Lexus. Because this is the F Sport, we're going to expect it does things a little bit more fun and enjoyable than a typical SUV would. Now, the thing you have to know about the F Sport is it's mostly an appearance package, and yes, it does look phenomenal. When they pulled this thing up this week, I was like, wow, this is a great looking car with the satin gray paint and the darker gunmetal wheels and the new revised spindle grille. Looks really cool, really aggressive. However, that doesn't translate behind the wheel. From a dynamic perspective, the only thing the F Sport really brings is some minor suspension adjustments, so there's no powertrain adjustments whatsoever, giving it more kick and more flair. And as far as dynamic turn-in and handling, it's a pretty decent size SUV, so there's not a whole lot to be desired there. And fifth and finally, we have to talk price, and yeah, this is a Lexus, and yeah, it's expensive. But the thing that you get is longevity. Like I said, this thing is incredibly reliable, and to be honest, when Sadie and I went to go look for a car to replace her old Focus, we went the SUV route, and I did look at some used RXs, and these things hold their value incredibly well, like nonsensically well, so that kind of disqualified it. But this is the F Sport, so we have to talk about this. This thing starts at almost 50 grand for an F Sport. If you want an F Sporty car, there's a BMW dealer probably within 5 miles. But this thing does look bitchin', doesn't it? So there it is. Those are the 5 worst things about the 2020 Lexus RX 350 F Sport. Now I'll level with you guys. I actually really like this vehicle right here. And to be completely honest, if the infotainment system was fixed in terms of the control and command system, and it was a bit more fun and dynamic behind the wheel, there would be no reason that I would suggest any car other than this to people. It's reliable. It's incredibly comfortable, it's very luxurious, and it's super easy to drive. And it looks awesome! It's a good SUV. as long as you don't care about driving. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you watch the 5 best things about this car right here.
Chasing everything else but me. I'm starting to break out from your grave. See, I finally opened up